Good afternoon, Honorable Minister Rita Bourne-Gumbs, Policy Advisor for the Department of Culture, Ms. Daphne Thomas, President of Voices Foundation, Ms. Nkosazana Esther Illis, Co-founder of National Institute of Arts, Ms. Clara Reyes, President of Conscious Lyrics Foundation, Shujah, Reiph, media representatives and persons within the Tribune, welcome to this press conference on Emancipation Day 2015. At this time, I would like to turn the floor over to Honorable Minister Bourne-Gumbs and the organizing committee for their opening remarks. Thereafter, the floor will be open to the media for questions. Minister Bourne, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us here today. On behalf of the ministry, I would like to welcome all of you at this press conference as we celebrate our 4th official celebration of Emancipation Day. The theme for Emancipation Day, emancipation from within, the voice of our people. I will allow the members of the committee to give you further details into all of the different events that will take place. However, I would like to encourage the public to come out and celebrate with us as one people as we bring an awareness to the community on our Emancipation Day. First of all, the celebrations will enlighten you, educate you, and bring a sense of unity amongst us as St. Martiners. And I do look forward from the midnight hour, where we begin with the Diamond 26 reenactment, to July 1st celebration. I would like all persons in the community to come out and celebrate with us, the Ministry of Culture, all of the dignitaries, and members of our community.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. Emancipation Day 2015 will be celebrating its 152nd anniversary since the abolishment of slavery, as well as celebrating the grand 4th year celebration of Emancipation Day. The events will begin, of course, with the Diamond Hill Run, the Diamond 26 Escape, beginning at the Caribbean Autos and moving on onto the front side. It will then continue on Wednesday, July 1st, from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. with the official ecumenical service at the St. Martin of Tours Roman Catholic Church on Front Street. Then it will continue on from 10:15 with the symbolic laying of the wreaths at the Wantitiloke Monument and the Freedom Fighters Roundabout Monument. And then, of course, we will move on further with the main event, which will take place at the Emilia Wilson Estate, which will be hosted by the Voices Foundation. There we will have our official ceremony with our dignitaries as well as our cultural manifestation. I will then move the floor on to Ms. Clara Reyes, who will then give you further information on the Diamond Hill Escape reenactment. Ms. Reyes?
Okay, basically, starting on June 30th, we will gather in front of, as you said, the Caribbean Auto Sales. We will begin the process of reenacting this escape. There have been some changes along the route from the original time we performed it, so we had to modify our path somewhat. But basically, we're going to reenact this journey of the 26 slaves that escaped from Colby Plantation to the north, which had received their emancipation on May 27th. So this is an event that took place on May 28th. In any case, so we will begin there. We will go into the hills, and then while we're crossing over the mountain, there will be a group coming to meet us on the other side. The rest is all a secret. Can't give too much away. But for sure, we allow no sneakers. You have to dress in the attire of the period. So we're asking the people to wear long skirts, frocks, a shawl, tie their heads, preferably barefoot. But I can hear a gasp in the audience right now. So we request sandals, no cellular phones. We don't want the phones ringing as we embark on this journey. I'm going to pass the floor to Mr. Reiph, who will talk about his contribution to the project.
It all started in 1848 when the escape from slavery took place at the Diamond Estate, when the ancestors knew that there was freedom in the North, and they were at the plantation. There were 26 enslaved ancestors at the Diamond Estate in Cold Bay, and they decided to take the hills and run it to the north into freedom. Back in 2005, for the first time, a group of us got together, the Conscious Lyrics Foundation. At the time, it was the Mbali Center for Creative Movement, and some other St. Martiners got together, and we did the first run of Diamond Estate 26. We repeated it the year after, which was in 2006. And this year, on the 10th anniversary of the reenactment of this journey of us walking in the footsteps of our ancestors, we decided again to put it on this year for the people of St. Martin. The importance of this event says a lot. It says a lot about our ancestors in terms of their resilience, their urge for freedom, their belief, and knowing that freedom is on the other side and we should not stay in bondage. That is a marker that is important in our history, because for too long people think that our ancestors were very submissive and agree with the evil system of slavery. But this is documented fact. We have over the years come up, since we did the reenactment in 2005, we found the document that was sent to the responsables in Margaret, which was written in French, requesting that their properties be returned to them. And they was referring to the 26 enslaved blacks who ran away from the plantation, which was considered as properties of their own. So in honor of the ancestors who ran away, we are again going to be walking in their footsteps, running to the north into freedom. But the whole journey is an experience that you want to live, that you want to be part of, that you want to see that reenactment and walking in those people's footsteps, those ancestors, those brave St. Martiners who wanted freedom.
Thank you, Ms. Reyes, Mr. Reiph. On behalf of Ermin Dormoy, who could not be here today, I would like to give some further information concerning the annual cultural parade that is to take place on July 1st as well. The annual parade will begin once again in St. Peter's. It will begin at the Marigot Hill Road entrance. It will then continue on to the Lemon Road, into the Guinnep Road, down the Watermelon Road, back onto the St. Peter's Road, onto L.B. Scott Road, and it will then end at the Emilia Wilson Estate. Mr. Dormoy has requested that the neighborhood, if it's possible, to decorate your houses, anything that you can with red. He has put emphasis on this, and he has requested, if it's possible, that you also join in the back of the parade and enter into Emilia Wilson and join the festivities. I will then now like to bring the floor on to Ms. Nkosazana Esther Illes, who will now continue with the cultural manifestation.
Thank you. Once again, it's a great honor and privilege to be hosting the Cultural Ancestral Emancipation Day celebration in collaboration with the Ministry of Education, Culture, Sports, and Youth Affairs. Voices Foundation feel the necessity that people of St. Martin should understand, honor, and respect its ancestors. The theme for this year's Emancipation from Within, the voice of our people. It's very important for us to understand that the voice of our people, the voice of our ancestors, have always played a role within our society.
excuse me, has always played a role within our society. We are having the cultural manifestation at the Emilia Wilson Park. The park opens at 12 p.m., so people can come in the park from 12 p.m. It's a picnic style. So you can bring your blankets and enjoy a family event. We also are asking persons to come out in cultural wear, in their cultural wear, which would be very, very nice. We are having local vendors, and it will be a traditional food and drinks. So you're having traditional St. Martin foods and drink that will be at the park. We are also having the bouncers for the children. That is also important because we can't forget our little ones. And we are having a day of music, art and craft, song, dance, poetry, and of course, not forgetting the people of St. Martin who are going to be there. We are having music by our legendary DJ Wilson. And every year, Voices honor persons within the community who are doing a fantastic job. And this year, we are honoring persons in a community who are doing work with their voice, or persons in the media. I'll just name a few, or I should keep you in suspense. I think I'm going to keep you in suspense so that you can come out on July 1st and see who Voices is honoring. But I must say that these persons that we are honoring are doing a fantastic job within the community, within the society, and they are giving back to the people with their voice. With their voice. So we are asking everyone to come out on July 1st, the Emilia Wilson Park. But before the Emilia Wilson Park, don't forget the Diamond 26 run. I mean, you know, I'm hearing it for the first time because I was not here for the first time. But when I hear it, I told Ms. Reiph, you know, Ms. Reiph, it's going to be a Memorial Day, but one that will connect us back to our ancestors. And it's significant. So people of St. Martin, come out and do the run. Let us honor and respect our ancestors by really, really feeling what they have felt, honoring what they have honored, but respecting the freedom that they have brought to us today. And I'm saying this because, remember, we have to understand that we come from greatness, so therefore that makes us greatness. And when we remember who we are, we only remember that we are great individuals. So which means we'll only be doing great things with our lives. And that's one of the ways of really honoring and respecting our ancestors, by doing great things.
One of the things I'd like to add is that at the end, once we've crossed over and we're in the north side of the island, we will collectively do the Panam dance. So starting tomorrow night at 7:30 and every night this week, if you want to come out and learn the dance and learn particular elements of what we're going to perform, we invite you to come to the John Lamony Center, where Nia is located, and we will be teaching you guys the Panam dance so you guys can perform it at the end of the night after the run. And I really want to share that.
We need to, we need to emphasize too that the run start, I don't think we did say it, the run starts at 12 midnight because we are playing into the significant time frame moving into the Emancipation Day. So the gathering at the Caribbean Auto Sale area is at 11, and the whole theatrical performance of the run would start at midnight, and as we journey into freedom for July 1st. Any questions?
Thank you. At this time, the floor is open for questions. Daily Herald.
Well, it's more of a practical question, but is there like a time schedule available in print?
Yes, there is a time schedule available.
Wonderful.
Yes, you will receive that.
Wonderful.
And also I'd like to say that the park opens at 12, but the official program starts at 4:30, would end around 6, and the park closes at 8.
Congratulations for 150 years of being free. How free am I? Free freedom! Dare to ask a complex question. How free are we? I am free when the sun shines, when the ocean touches the shorelines, but free all of me. I am free when the lands of oceans far apart are welcome to visit and stay. Never complaining when identity begins to fade and cultures marinate. Yes, never complaining when identity begins to fade and cultures marinate. I am free when the sun rises and the moon sets in the eyes of innocence. When the words are spoken come from the heart, unsealed from the soul. By design, the past is untold. When memories are filled with true freedom fighters, fighters from the hills and valleys, oceans and seas, inlets and byways, in between all the sweat and tears, filled with the blood stains of life. Within these moments, reminisce on how freedom struggled to seem free. Yes, reminisce on how freedom struggled to seem free. Reminisce on the voices that shouted loud against all that would deny life's true meaning, while sitting and watching day and night pass away. Never knowing where and when freedom, yes, freedom, may fight and run again. Still allowing millions to line the shorelines of the sea. Yes, still allowing millions to line the shorelines of the seas. 'Cause knowing everyone and everything is not necessary. For I am free, no matter who says I should not be. Freedom! Enjoy it and celebrate it to the fullest.
I want y'all join in and clap with them.